Look, I'm all for second chances, but I don't know. I mean, if someone does something that's just absolutely despicable, we don't give them a second chance, we throw them in prison. Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy should be thrown in prison. It's one of the worst Game Boy games. One of the worst video games. It's worse than I ever imagined a game could be. If video games were people, we'd put it to death. I'd put it to death with my own hands. Some kind of fatality. Point is, Mortal Kombat did not deserve a second chance on the Game Boy, and yet I gave it one. It's because I'm an incredibly kind and understanding person. And guess what? This one I don't want to murder with my own hands as badly. That's how fucking understanding I am. So after the first game was released in 1993, it proceeded to suck so hard that it split up Czechoslovakia. It seems Mortal Kombat learned its lesson, because this one doesn't suck nearly as much. Like no European countries dissolved over the sequel. That's progress. And speaking of progress, this game actually responds when you push buttons. Talk about progress! I wonder how many meetings that took. Like, oh, anyone have an idea for the sequel? How about you, Frank? Well, sir, I had this crazy idea where things happen when you push buttons. Well, holy shit, Frank, where'd you get that idea? Meanwhile, I'm in the corner, slipping a Mickey into the water cooler. That game sucks, you guys! So, if you didn't see my review, the first game's problems were mostly technical. Like, I'm not sure I've ever seen a game run as poorly as the first Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy. The graphics were bad enough. The animation was even worse, to the point where the game was almost unplayable. Fortunately, that was fixed for Mortal Kombat II. But it's not just the animation either, it's every aspect of the presentation. The menus are nicer, the backgrounds are better, the sprites are a huge improvement. Like, you can actually recognize who these characters are supposed to be. There's no more anonymous ass beatings, which are the worst kind of ass beatings. Unless you're the one beating the ass, which I am never that guy. So you can play this one. It works. Sounds like a small step, right? Listen, I've learned to take nothing for granted when it comes to video games. When video games suck, they suck harder than even scientists can measure. I guess you don't know everything, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Anyway, as improved as the sequel is, in terms of presentation and playability, it still has problems. Specifically, it's not much of a package. I mean, there are a few more fighters than the original, but there's still only a couple backgrounds. Music and sound still suck. And once again, your only gameplay option is the one arcade mode. And even for 1994, that feels pretty thin. I guess with games like this, you kind of have to lower your expectations a bit. I mean, based on its predecessor, Mortal Kombat II is a goddamn triumph. It plays better, it controls better, like it's actually a game you can play and kind of enjoy. That's something. At the same time, there's not a whole lot to do, and it's still way better on other platforms, so I mean, maybe for collectors it's worthwhile, or like as some kind of learning tool about charity and forgiveness. Then again, you can turn people into ice and smash them into pieces in this game. There's no button for forgiveness. Wish there was a button for gratitude, though, because I'd push the hell out of it. For Morgan from Clarksville, Tennessee. Thanks for sending this to the show, Morgan. Hopefully Mortal Kombat 2 inspires kindness in others as well. Now excuse me while I go f*** this f***ing thing.